there's dirt on my hands.
Hello YouTube! Boss Rino, welcome to my channel. So ito, tirahin natin to, The Darkest Secret. 7 Paranormal Things Captured Live TV Part 5. So yung mga nakuha na sa namulto sa live TV, maganda to. So ito, The Darkest Secret. Sa mga bumili ng kape ko, magtimpla na muna kayo ha. Para maganda papanood natin sa mga di pa bumibili sa Shopee at TikTok. Search nyo, Boss Rino Kopya. Doon kayo makakabili. So huwag na natin patagalin to. Tirahin na natin to. Okay, ayusin ko mula. Tirahin natin to bago pa tirahin na iba.
We start with an extremely curious
Nakita ko agad yung multo. Nakatakot to.
video composed of 2 independent clips, but both paranormal manifestations occur in videos that have nothing to do with the paranormal.
Grabe naman ang pagkapanot nito. Ay, hindi, costume lang pala yan.
First, we will see a video that has to do with a political network, and then another that has to do with an entertainment show. What you're about to see in both happens without anyone other than the viewers realizing it. The first video was sent by Johnny Idrobo. In his email, he tells me that while watching a Peruvian program called JB's WhatsApp, he noticed something subtle but terrifying.
Wala pa ako
And
napapansin
in the scene, the panelists are shown doing a sketch when suddenly and without warning, one of the glass cups resting on the table moves on its own.
Asan?
If you're like me, you might think it was an unevenness that caused the glass to move. Watch
Gago, gumalaw
the video again in slow motion.
Wow! Hindi naman basa
And
yung
you
lamesa.
realize that the table is completely stable.
Sana kung nagalaw yung lamesa, pati ito gagalaw. Hindi naman gumalaw yung lamesa.
There is no wire, no interaction or reason why this happened. The program has nothing to do with the paranormal and has enough ratings for it to invent things like that. What are the possibilities?
Gustong uminom.
Something very similar occurs in an interview given by the
Multo.
Mexican candidate for presidency, Andrés López Obrador. A purely political situation sent to my email by Elias, who tells me that this is not a show, nor a sketch. It is a formal topic. However, that is not an impediment for paranormal things to happen.
Gagalaw din to.
When applying lighting effects, we can easily see that there are no cables or forces that have moved it naturally.
Oo nga, no?
Without a doubt, 2 mysteries that will take time to solve. Number 6.
Ayop na yan.
Position number 6 is left for an odd video. More than odd. Spectacular. It came to us from Rodrigo Muñoz.
Ay, nako, si Putin.
In the video, you can see a meeting that Putin had with Nicolás Maduro,
Nako, baka alien to si
where they
Putin.
talked about how Russia supplied the best weapon technology to Venezuela. Look at the context. These are not panelists, and this is not a television show. It's the news that includes a serious topic. There's no place for the paranormal here. However, something happens that will surely leave you questioning. Pay attention to this part of the chimney.
Talikod, yung chimney. Uy, ano yun? Sa chimney, ano?
What is that?
Yung kamay? Braso? Uy, gago, ano nga yun?
It seems to be some kind of tentacle that glides from the inside. or like a giant worm. Does that make sense?
Hindi mo
Could
pa...
it be that we are getting confused and it's really just dust? I doubt it. It can be seen very clearly.
Gago
The
yun.
curious thing is that these types of places are exhaustively inspected due to the presence of these authorities. Nothing here happens randomly, unless it was something that was impossible to prevent. What do you say? Is this something paranormal?
Hindi pwedeng tao yan. Puta, babarilin niya ng mga security guard or mga guardian ni Putin.
Number 5.
Diba? Baka threat yan eh. Gago katakot yun ah.
One of the most shocking videos that I have had to deal with in this series is the video of the journalist whose neck is deformed. Do you remember that one?
Ito, dati to eh. Oh,
However, after uploading it and reading your comments, I was able to realize that it was really about the perspective in which the video was taken. This makes slight movements look magnified in the shot. However, a few days ago a video arrived in my email where this situation seems to repeat itself.
live
The
TV to ah.
difference is that now it is not about the camera's perspective. This time, the situation is real. The video was taken directly from a cell phone that was pointed at the television. It happened live, meaning any type of manipulation is completely ruled out. The man who filmed it was watching the news when he suddenly noticed this strange anomaly on the journalist's neck. An anomaly that would leave him completely shocked.
Uy, parang gumaganon yung neck niya oh. Yan oh. Mga reptile, mga alien yan eh. O tingnan nyo. Normal ba yan? Lumalabas yung dito niya? Hindi naman di ba pag nagsasalita? O lala, pag nagsasalita, o wala oh. Ito oh. Oh my God. Mga alien to, mga tol.
What did we just see? I repeat, it is not an effect. It seems that the arteries in his neck swelled in an abnormal way.
Grabe oh.
Maybe we are being ignorant and it is some kind of disease. If you know what it is about, leave your opinion in the comments. Number 4.
Number 4.
The following is a strange event that occurred in one of the episodes of the program Intensos, where both panelists spoke about religious sects worldwide, and especially one that was recently dismantled. Once again, in Chile. The video on its own is not very scary, but for it to happen just at the moment when they were talking about a case that shook an entire country, that's where its paranormal level changes.
Era un grupo religioso. Mira, no voy a dar mucho. No voy a dar muchos nombres,
Ya.
porque siguen existiendo con otros nombres y es gente de mucho poder. Mira, ¿viste?
Cachaste.
¿Cachaste el relámpago?
Cachaste la luz,
Oye,
weón.
mira, video. Bueno, se fue a las bailas. Bueno, huevo. Bueno, es broma. Por
weón,
mis
se
hijos.
cortó.
Por mis
Se
hijos.
cortó.
No es broma. Se pegó el cuetazo, maestro.
Wala, minumulto sila.
Por mis
Ya.
hijos.
Oye, weón, ya, pero este es un tema súper complicado.
Wow, buhay na naman.
Con la Virgen.
Ya, ¿y cómo llegaste?
Oh, no.
No, weón, permiso,
No, ya,
señor director.
No, pero se metieron todas las cajas.
No. ¿Está todo conectado?
Ulol. Yan ang ayoko dito, yung magba-brown out. Dakaw! Takbuhan to.
To give you an idea, this case shook a whole country because the person you now see on the screen, leader of a deranged sect, took the life of a newborn baby
Oh, bakit?
by ruthlessly throwing him into a fire. The man claimed to be the
Gabi ka papanganak lang, inano sa apoy.
reincarnation of God, and all women who belonged to his sect and who became pregnant had to prevent their baby from living because it was the Antichrist who would bring the end of the world. Fulfilling this crazy belief, what caused him to be searched for in 3 Latin American countries. The panelists were talking about this case when, to their surprise, for no apparent reason, one of the lamps began to flicker, while the screen of that television went black. For some, this is just a coincidence, but there were many who suggested that perhaps this was caused by the victims of this dark, sectarian group. Perhaps the eternal pain of the victims had somehow managed to manifest itself, causing that strange event. Do you think this is an explanation for the unusual moment? Tell me what you believe.
Ano to TV live no?
Number 3.
Gago yung pumatay ng bata, sinunog, kakapanganak pa lang. Hayop yung mga taon to. Dapat sila sinusunog
What you're about to see is completely creepy.
Wow, creepy na kaagad ang dating. Tingnan nyo yung meron nakaupong manika doon sa tumba-tumba.
Unless everything has been staged by the television channel, it is one of the best proofs of the paranormal. It appeared on the program this morning after they invited a family who claimed to experience paranormal incidents with a doll. According to its owner, Debbie Morick, the doll was purchased on eBay.
Oh my God.
And after a few weeks, the first problems began to appear. When the husband woke up, he began to notice small scratches on his arms and legs.
Nabubuhay yung manika.
And the wife began to lose her jewelry. As the couple told us, the reporters responded skeptically. That is something expected of professional journalists. However, what was about to happen would make the entire panel's blood run cold.
We'll buy them because they look like they're worth more than £5 each. You know, hands up, I bought them to
Look, that
resell.
chair is
Wow, gago,
Please
hindi nga.
Stop it. Please do that.
Hayop na to. Oh, wala nagpapagalaw niyan. Wala. Eto manika daw, kung di nyo narinig kanina, binili to sa eBay, sa internet binili to, hunted talaga. Gago, creepy.
Could a program put its prestige at risk by creating a situation like this? The journalist seemed completely skeptical.
Walang
Many
wire, no?
thanks to Andy Antonio for sending me this video. Number 2.
Gago. Ay.
Edward Kings is the subscriber who recently claims to have discovered in an old program the manifestation of what he describes as a paranormal anomaly. It was on a television program called Calle Siete, a Chilean program in which live and direct.
But yung mga minumulto, yung mga parang Spanish parang mga Spanish yung mga TV show na to
And apparently, without anyone noticing, the camera records
Ay, mumulto
and
yun
listen
talaga to.
closely. A pair of shoes that mysteriously seem to have come to life. Could it be true? Pay attention.
Mira, ahí están los zapatos. Los zapatos que se mueven solos.
Wow!
Hijo de la
Wow! Gago, gumalaw kusa. Mapapaisip ko na lang talaga yun, no? Mga live TV to eh.
It's quite strange,
Hindi nila ipaplano ng ganyan yun eh, oh.
And the fact that no one noticed it at the time makes it even more intriguing. Notice that at one point, and I don't know if it's implied, but they even seem like they were walking. Consider that this program was for young participants. It was a fun show. There was no room for the paranormal. So how do you explain something like that?
Walang explanation dyan. Multo talaga.
Number 1. And we end with a video that left many viewers completely shocked while sitting at home watching the local evening news. It was in this live broadcast and in front of eyes of millions that the camera captured something simply inexplicable. What is it about? See for yourself.
Con nuestra periodista Juliana Ramírez, que nos va a informar sobre la situación en las votaciones del día de hoy. Juliana, ¿cómo ve la situación del país?
Please magsalita. Ay gago. Bakit ganito to? Gago talaga. Pasinin nyo, Spanish na naman tong TV show.
Could it be some unevenness in the news anchor desk?
Gumanon tapos bumalik? Hindi imposibleng tali ito. Tsaka paano pagkakatali dyan?
Or any drafts that passed through the set at that time? Regarding the first, it is difficult since the montages of these two
Sana kung nakakalog yung lamesa, pati yung telepono, di ba?
videos are
Gumagalaw.
always carefully planned. Since they go on air every day, they usually avoid all kinds of errors or things that change the attention of what is being transmitted. Regarding the second question, they are controlled spaces in terms of taking care of any external factor. But even if that had been the case, if it had been the wind, there would have also been some movement in the anchorwoman's blouse or hair.
Tama.
Don't you think?
Tama. Kung may hangin, pati yung buhok ng babae, makikita natin gagalaw. Wala.
That clearly does not occur here.
Parang legit na
Could
legit
we
na
be
mga
in the
yan.
presence of a paranormal manifestation? Tell me what you think about this and the previous recordings, since this video has already come to an end.
Sarap panoorin ng ganito no? Kasi walang walang script to eh. Diba? Hindi nila ilalagay yan dyan. Tsaka napakahirap live to eh. Napakahirap gawin yan. Kung movie yan, madaling dayain yan. Hindi naman movie. Mga balita, mga ganyan no? Live TV eh. Grabe, hayop yan.